Hello, Search here from the Backyard Driving Range. I have a question that came in customer service. This one comes from Drew Danko. And Drew says, Don, just share your daily regarding topping the ball. Let me add another possibility. I find I tend to top the ball when I start a round or at the beginning of practicing. My analysis is that I'm trying to pop up too soon or straightening my left leg too early. Either way, my body comes up and I mishit the ball. So it seems to me it is a timing issue. What suggestions or drills would you offer if my diagnosis is correct? Drew Danko. Good diagnosis. And I'm very pleased that you did evaluate it. I mean, you said you're lifting your body up. 99% of the people, no matter what bad shot they hit, they always blame I picked my head up. And if you had my very first book I ever wrote, Golf Plain and Simple, and I believe it's one of the 10 mistakes that amateurs make is they talk about they pick their head up. No, you can't be swinging down with your shoulders and jerk your head up. It's whatever reason causes your upper body to come up, and there's a whole bunch of them. One of them could be aiming too far to the right and you're pulling out of the shot to try to pull the club back to the ball. Another one could be standing too close and you're getting your body out of the way. Another one could be your weight shifting, reverse weight shifting like this, and your body's falling backwards. And so it's lifting the body exactly as you said. Now you're saying you could be popping up too soon and straightening your left leg for you would be your forward leg. But again, I just want to commend you that my body comes up and I mishit the shot. I loved reading that in the sense that you are at least have the right diagnosis, which is the only way you can get the correct prescription. So what you're implying is that you're either turning too much and your forward leg is straightening. So first off, your forward leg shouldn't be straightening, all right? When we make a good transition, the knee should stay level, the weight shifts to the outside, we turn over, the left foot should roll over a little bit to the outside edge and the knee stays relatively flexed. So if you feel like your leg is straightening, Drew, the first thing I would say is check your alignment that you're not aiming too far right. If your alignment is correct, then I would say that the other thing you got to check is that are you starting your downswing by turning your hips rather than having the little bit of the lateral shift. In other words, once we turn a little bit here, we shift and then we turn. So it's a lateral shift, the bump, which is once you get to the top of your backswing and you've had that little bit of knee come in, basically my target, this club is parallel left to the camera right now. When I turn and say the camera is my target, that first bump goes to there and then I turn out of the way. So you could be turning your hips and or just straightening your leg up as you come back, which could be somewhat of a reverse weight shift. And so if you get up to the top and you're starting to go backwards. So too much turn as well as swinging too long could be causing that, because if you turn too much, you got to pull the club back up before you can come down. And so as you pull it up, it'll tend your body to pull forward as you get forward. And then if your body's sensing you forward and now you got to get backwards again, that could be your issue. And that could be a very high probability of your issue, especially if your alignment is pretty good. And that would be, so I would be checking the amount of turn and the length of your backswing. Okay? So again, I commend you on your observation that your body is pulling up out of the shot. So the key is now is to figure out what it is. Is alignment causing it, or is it bad weight transfer? Just plain old turning too much and the leg straightening, or are you just flat just having a reverse weight shift a little bit, which again alignment can cause that, or again as I said turning too much and getting long, and as you pull it down, that'll start to pull you backwards and that'll pull the body up and you can start topping the ball all day. So topping the ball is easy if you start making the mistakes. I could do that too. That one I topped that one so good it popped right up over the net way into the backyard back there. So I can do it all too. So the key is you're on the right track with the right diagnosis. Now you got to figure out beyond that diagnosis what is causing the problem. The best thing would be to check your alignment out, and then hopefully if you can get yourself on a camera and see what's happening with your weight transfer or starting off backswing, and then how you're starting your downswing. It's going to be somewhere in there, I would suspect. Okay, Drew, you ultimately asked for a couple drills here, and so I would say one of the drills would be just get the club up here and feel some shifts to your left side. Be good if you had the sun at your back, or a light that could be showing you can see your shadow in front of you, and you want to see that when you do this, as you drive to the outside of your forward foot, your left foot, that your head's staying still. If anything going backwards, you can get to this position at impact. Okay? And naturally, the good old skip rocks. Okay? Those two things should do it. But it'd be really good when you do this one. You don't even need a club to do it. You can just be doing this yourself and feel yourself driving to the outside of that foot. You want to feel that foot roll over a little bit. When I'm standing back there, I always like to see people see the spikes up on that foot over there. Rolled foot means the knee stays flexed. Straight leg has a flat foot. We want a little bit of roll in the ankle. All right? And so do those two drills, especially if you can do them where you can see your shadow, so you can see how your head should be going back just a little bit, and as it goes back, as soon as your arms swing on and you pop tart up, you'll see your head go back and poof, right on up. It gets a little bit of a calm, and that's why I call it the dipsy doodle. So that's skipping rocks and driving, feeling that, all that one piece move right to here, and then you let the club go to the finish, okay? Okay, great question, good observations. Hopefully this will give you some ideas to go out there and check it out and put your finger on it and get it corrected. And so you can start hitting it more solid, straight, consistently, and shooting those lower scores. That's it for the search for today, and I'll be talking to y'all again soon.